All right, I understand the lodge phones are kind of blowing up, so let me just give some clarity. I literally just left the lawyer's office. This was a scheduled phone call with the arbitrator and the PBPA about our demand to follow the CDC guidance that came out 3 weeks ago tomorrow. When that came out on that Thursday night, I had sent a letter to Management and Labor Affairs demanding that the suspension of testing effective immediately to follow the CDC guidance. They've been dragging their feet. We've had these conversations even in mediation about what the city's policy was going to be. They kept saying they were working it out. They were talking about it, blah, blah, blah. Well, the call started today and they almost caved in right off the get-go, saying the city's policy is to suspend the testing effective immediately for all city employees except for Department of Health personnel. Doesn't really affect CPD, but that's where we're at on that. They do reserve the right to reinstitute the testing. We're demanding a hearing should that occur prior to it actually starting, and have the city explain why the testing is needed, what science is based on that need, and have an arbitrator decide if that's verifiable or not before testing would resume. So that's the part of testing. It's a great start to the Labor Day weekend. Just yesterday, the city came up with another policy, basically raising the basement. Now they had unimpeded basically power under management rights to cancel RDOs any way they saw fit. Draconian, rented mule stuff, and they've been abusing it for the last 2 years. They know they have, which was why they now tweaked the policy themselves. This was one of our minimum standards. A couple of the words in that policy came directly from our proposals, i.e. maintaining at least 1 2-day break in a 28-day police period. You have to maintain both your RDOs. Having at least 9 hours in between the end of any tour and the start of another tour, no matter what, no exceptions. Minimum 1 day off per week was our starting point, but again, we wanted to cap it at least 50% of your RDOs maintained in a police period, and no mandatory overtime, including regular hours, more than 240 total in a police period. Those were our proposals. So what the city put out yesterday, it was not a gift. It was a realization that they've been abusing that policy up and down for 2 years now, and they had to do something because the blowback was finally getting too loud. That's what unions are about. That's what fighting is about. And I'm proud to help lead this organization and the city workforce, in theory, in fighting these policies and this mayor. I'll have a little bit more in the Friday update, but that's it for now.